Yo, hey, what's up guys? I want to talk about game-changing informations about Amius. You know how it is, sometimes you go into the run and the boss decides to do all sort of random stuff, and I thought I figured it out because I was reading those skills, I was trying out a bunch of stuff, and I already did a guide on Amius and I thought everything was really nice, but this time I tried it again and sort of random stuff happened all the time. So I was curious, what is going on? Let's find out what's going on. So let's go just into the run quickly with one champion. I want to just show you. We will talk about the A2. Wait, she's too slow. Whatever. We will talk about the A3 and the A2. You kind of want to control them. You want to know when they're gonna happen. And that's how we beat the boss. Usually there are sorts of teams you can just blast the boss away. But if you cannot do it, you want to kind of control those skills and you want to know what is happening. Because the A2 will heal him, you want to counter it with heal reduction. And the A3 is going to stun you, you want to counter it with block debuffs. So they need to happen all the time on the same spot and you want to know what's up. But I did some testings about it and everything is a little bit strange. Let's go in. And wrong button, sorry. Let's go in and do some tests. We will do some tests together. I haven't solved the problem probably all by myself right now, but I think I'm close, or maybe something I'm just not seeing, but you will see what I mean in a second. Wait, we gotta pick up Ambassador and then we just go in, first test. Sometimes, usually, want to place a debuff on the boss and then he will 100% use that skill right now, where he's gonna flip the debuff into a buff and then he will use that skill. That's what we thought. But sometimes it's not gonna happen right now. But now even the boss started with his A1. So clearly there is something wrong in here. So the boss is looking for stuff we haven't seen at the moment. So let's go for another one. Let's put one more champion in here. Let's put someone like, it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, whoever. And we're gonna do it again. And then we place just buffs on the first turn. And now the boss, because we have two champions in there with buffs, he decided to do his A2. So clearly there is something going on with champion amounts and what kind of buffs they do have. But now let's go ahead and basically do the same one again, but with another champion. I'm gonna show you right now. And it is Man-Eater. So still two champions. This time we got all across 8 buffs. And the boss decides to do his A2. Strange. So let's go ahead and test it another way. So we got 2 champions, 8 buffs. So let's go for 4 champions on 8 buffs. On 8 buffs, so it's the same amount. And the boss did something again different. Okay, we got Stone Skin on our Blizzard, but it was 9 buffs. And the boss decided to do his A2. Why is that happening? So I was testing around for like an hour or something. Because there must be something. There really must be something. And I kind of figured it out. Go away, please. I think I figured it out. And I also want to like show you something, like just mention it. So at this point right here, we can totally imagine that the boss is in his second form and we will take a turn and he's gonna transform and do his stuff. So we can basically simulate the time when the boss is about to transform right here, like back to his main stat, or later on we will check out how to control the A2 and the A3 in the second form, because there's something going on too. But right now I think that was just... So I haven't put up a script or so that's... I don't know what was the next point I wanna just... Yeah, let's go for Man-Eater. Man-Eater was a really good, perfect. So we already saw, wait, let me just redo it again. When we have 2 champions, block debuffs for 8 buffs on them, he will decide to do his A3, the stun thing. So right there, he's gonna do the stun thing again. And I thought, okay, let's try out and go less buffs. So whatever, because what's her name? Ursula is just bringing too much buffs. Let's go for 4 buffs. So we will put Ursula out there, and we put anyone else. And again, we will use those block debuffs. And the boss decides to do his thingy again. So it clearly has something to do with the buffs you place. But then also, I put up an other champion in here that is clearly not geared, no gear at all. So, and did the same again. Right there. And the boss now, literally the same. Exactly the same before, but now he does his A2. And that's the point. Many people came around and said like, hey, the things you're gonna explain, it is not working for me. And I thought maybe you did something wrong or so, but I have to say sorry, because the boss does different things when you have different kind of situations right now. But what changed to before? We have 2 champions, 4 buffs, and yeah, before it was Ursula or someone else just having 4 buffs and everything was the same. So I figured it out. How to control all those things without even placing debuffs for like that he can transform it back or so. So we will just use, let's go, where is she? She's kind of decently tanky. And again, we will do exactly the same like we did before. But the boss is gonna do his A3. The only thing that was changing, that was my secondary champion right here, was just not having HP, defense and stuff. So the boss is clearly looking for HP. That means, I will prove that in a second again. That means if you put a weak champion right here and you get your block debuffs out, he will do the A2, because he thinks he can kill it. So he will just use an attack instead of a non-attack thingy. And if you have a tanky one here and he wants to stun you, and yeah, that's basically all the time happening. So he was trying to tank you. He's trying to stun you when you have a ton of HP, because he's not capable to do his his A2. And I want to get a proof right now out there to let you know. It is basically counting for the second turn too. There is no buff delivery. I was always talking about buff delivery. You bring something that the boss can flip or something, but it's just literally not true. There must be something else. Maybe I'm not having the answer of it, but I do think it is like I say, because I want to prove it. And yeah, who was my other champion I was aiming for? I gotta think about it. I'm sorry, but that is kind of a little bit complicated to, like, yeah, redo all the things I already done. Yes, those have been those 2. This time we will go in the other form. We will go a little bit forward. So right there. Sky Touch is really nice for that, because yeah, she's losing a ton of HP. And yeah, still nothing. And right now, usually I said at this situation right now, do the buff delivery and the boss will do that and that and that. But still, we do the buff delivery. I know there's one champion missing, but the boss will do his A1 because he thinks he can kill one instantly. That's why he's using always the A1. And it might happen to you. You went into second form and the boss went for his A1 and you thought like, why is he doing it? And it happened to me too. I'm not gonna lie. But to prove it, she was really weak. She had not enough HP in that situation that the boss was not thinking to kill her. Like, the boss thought he can kill the Sky Touched. And now we go for a tanky champion, just for Narcissus. And we literally do exactly the same. Right here. Right here. Right here. Yeah, stunners, do the other attack, thank you. And now we just do that one. Maybe it could happen right now because the HP of Ursula, if my assumption is correct, will get an A1. It could happen and we will redo it and you see that she won't get her. Wait, let me check. Maybe the HP is okay. Okay, the HP was okay. And we did a buff delivery right now, so I'm gonna do it again without the buff delivery, and we're gonna check if that's gonna happen again. And then we will do Sky Touched again without the buff delivery. So, again. So, again. So, stun us, yes. Maybe the HP is a little bit too low, but now we're gonna just do A1s, and the boss is probably supposed to do his flipping thingy again. Yes, he still does his flipping thingy again, because our HP was high enough that he kind of sort of thought that he cannot one-shot us or something. That's why he just didn't do the A1. But again, we will do the same thing with Sky Touched, because she will have low HP and she looks like a snack, like that can be killed. And you will see we don't do buff delivery right now. Nothing to flip around for the boss. And he still is trying to do the flip around skill, because he's kind of aiming for our HP instead of our skills what we have on and stuff. So again, here A1, nothing here, A1, and he's supposed to do the A1 now on Sky Touch. Yes, it happened again, because HP was just not high enough, the defense, and he thought, hey, I can just kill that guy. And even if you did buff delivery the right time, the buff delivery, like on a Mifrala, a strengthen or something, can let the boss think that he can't kill you, even if you have low HP or something. If you have the right buffs, it maybe looks like he can't kill you. That's why he's doing his transformation, his flipping skill and stuff. But if you have enough HP on those certain turns, he will always do the same. And that's what we can use for our advantage to make it easy, because we kind of know now just heal in front of deaths. We just have to do a heal before the transformation is gonna happen, and he is likely to do the A2 all the time. He's likely to do the A3. I don't know the rotation right now, how we should set it up and stuff, but you kind of know what I mean. So we exactly know what's going on. Yeah, it is 100% on HP. So just for one more, we put nurses in here so you can see that even if we don't do buff delivery, we haven't done any buffs, nothing else, it's just gonna do the flipping around skill. I don't know I think it's A3. So we're just gonna do A1s the whole time. And if we have, maybe my HP on Ursula is a little bit too low on the end. We will see. Gonna heal one more time. Okay, we got crits a little bit too much. So at this point, I'm 100% sure that he will do his A1 and kill one of my champions. So it's gonna transform and A1. What? See, I don't know exactly what's going on. Maybe it's in total your HP and your defense on max HP, but again, let's put Inquisitor in here and do exactly the same, and not Inquisitor, Sky Touched. And there is something wrong in here. It is buggy, or it is searching for something else we haven't figured out right now. It is maybe HP, but like what I saw right now, it kind of must be your whole HP and your defense in total or something. I don't know, but something is clearly going on in here. I have to best showcase why something is going on in here 100%. So now he's doing the A1, but it basically was the same setup, and even my Ursula had more HP than before, and my Narcissus was really much all the way on the end, and the boss even decided to do the A3, the flipping around skill. Even he's not supposed to do it at all, because usually when you just go in there, do no buff delivery like we thought, then the boss was just doing A1 all the time. And I hope they're gonna fix it. I was just seeing something new and it kind of bothered me, and I hope maybe for some people of you it can do something. What I think is just have on the transformation skill, every time he's about to transform, have your HP completely full, have enough defense and tankiness, and the boss will never do his A3, no A1. And you kind of can control it if you got one squishy champion in there, and you can kind of force it to the A1, the squishy champion. And yeah, it is super complicated on the end. And I want to show, wait, before I end the video, because that was kind of really surprisingly for me. Like, that the boss can just do that one. He can just start on his A1, and it is clearly not right. There must be some sort of rotation or something we can, yeah, play around or something. But that will be the end of the video. I hope I was kind of helping you out, and I'm hoping for you that we can maybe figure out what's going on, because there's clearly something wrong and I want to get it done. So everybody can just farm this boss, do it quickly, and then do it 1 month later or something, and just have fun. I get all the people that came around and said, Bronco, there is something wrong, that is clearly not the right thing, and I can totally understand it now, and I'm sorry for that. Yeah, and yeah, I think that's the end, and yeah, have a nice day.